Okay, we're going to start our afternoon driver media availabilities here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And first up is Ryan Newman, and he's the driver of the number 31 Quicken Loan Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. And Ryan, talk about how the first practice has gone for you and your outlook here this weekend at New Hampshire.
I always look forward to coming to New Hampshire. It's a fun place for me, career-wise, resume-wise, as well as getting to run the modified and having some fun with that up here. But had a pretty good practice session in P1 there, and all with the exception of not getting some clean qualifying laps. We had some traffic and didn't get to bust off the lap that I think that we're capable of. So we have a little bit of work to do in deciphering exactly what we need and how fast to go. But I feel like we have a good Quicken Loan Chevrolet, and always look forward to qualifying here. I've done pretty well on Fridays here and been fairly fortunate on Sundays as well.
Okay, we'll take questions now for Ryan. If you have one, raise your hand. We'll get you a wireless mic. We'll start right back here in the back with Claire.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Everybody knows you have a great qualifying record here. How much different is it for you in the qualifying here with the new format as opposed to what you used to bust off at the qualifying effort?
I mean, you really get multiple opportunities at it, and the car's tuned just a little bit differently because of the multiple runs. So you got just as much an opportunity to make a mistake as you do to learn from your mistakes if you're fortunate enough to be able to run multiple laps or multiple outings. That's the biggest difference. Is to me, it's a little less hero or zero now than it used to be.
Other questions? Anybody else? Steve? And then the gentleman right in front of Steve.
Steve Richards with PRN. Is Tony's mood any different this weekend, Ryan, because of the grand jury situation, or is it just
I don't know what kind of question it is. I'm not Tony.
Business as usual.
I have no idea. I ain't seen him, ain't talked to him.
Okay.
You asked the wrong person.
Okay.
Go ahead, gentleman up front there.
Kevin Rice, Ariado. How do you feel with the modified situation here? Are you going to be fast enough? You weren't at the near the top in practice at all.
Yeah, we didn't run the first practice just because it was so cold, and you know, we've got a pretty good notebook from here. So second practice, we actually struggled a little bit more than I thought we were going to. The car was really tight, and then did a pretty good run there at the end. So I think we'll have a good competitive car. Just look forward to the race. It's so much fun here drafting and passing in the short race. The Cup race here is one of the shortest that we have all year, but the modified race being a third of that is just makes it exciting, even more exciting in my eyes.
Back here, Kenny, and then we'll go back to Steve.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Ryan, mentioning the length of the Cup race, how much more difficult is it to improve your car because it's over with almost so quickly?
Well, it's not so much a matter of that as it is having your car right for all four runs, basically, because the tires are usually really durable here. Track position is really key. Every once in a while, you get guys that are off cycle, maybe 15 or 20 laps to make a difference in track position for maybe you, or you could be that guy that gets that advantage. But, in general, you just have to have a good car and have good restarts and not lose 4 or 5 spots or not have a bad pit stop, because all those things are magnified with the short distance and the fewer opportunities to gain what you might have lost.
Back to Steve.
I was just wondering about Dover as far as, has that track changed in the last couple of years, and what are your thoughts about that going in to try to get the most points or even a win?
I mean, for me, I think if anything, it's gotten a little bit rougher, but it still feels like the same old Dover. I mean, the cars and the tires have changed way more than the racetrack have changed.
Any other questions for Ryan? Okay, Ryan, thank you for coming in. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.